Hey there, hi there, ho there, we're as happy as can be, right? Okay, welcome back to the Cable Data Science channel. As promised, tonight we're going to continue to take a look at the child mortality rate, which comes from us with the good folks at allworldindata.org. If you're looking for a social, if you're a social justice crusader or a climate change crusader, by all means, take a look at allworldindata.org. Lots and lots of data to do it. They try, as I say, to deal with the big issues that's facing the world today. Okay, including things like child mortality. And as promised, we're going to continue this evening with the data, doing some simple command line stuff to get the data in the format we want to have it in. Then we'll use Emacs and gnuplot to plot the child mortality data. As the title suggests, we're going to start with income groups. Okay. A lot of times, so let's see something. We got low income, lower middle income, high income, upper middle income. First of all, how do we make these? How did I create these income groups? Okay, that's all. You have lower and lower middle, upper middle, and high. So what's missing? How about middle? So how do we get to this point? Let's take a look. Let's fire up Emacs here and take a look at the original data. We're going to use my new favorite Emacs tool mode, which is CSV mode. All right. Why? Because it's fun to look at. Because it's just fun to do this. Okay, child mortality. What's so fun about CSV mode? Well, I come up here. First of all, we say set header line. Now the header line is set. You see, we got country or entity, abbreviation, year, and this is the mortality rate under 5 for under 5. Okay. What else we got? We got this auto align fields, and now the fields are separated a little bit, so now you can see the different fields. Let's see if we can find something. So there's what we're looking for. There is the income groups, okay? Of course, there's high. What about high income countries? Middle income and lower income. All right. So this to me, I really like. As you can tell, I really like CSV mode. Okay. All right. So let's just do some very quick information here, shall we? Let's just do a. So anyway, let's take a quick look at the. Probably don't want to use a G. So there's our list. So the question is, how was I able to pull this list out and then create individual files for each of the income group? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. So in order to create our lookup table, we do a cut -D for delimiter, comma, dash field 1. Okay, then we say let's see, cut -D, comma, 1, sort, And there you can see all the countries. Okay. But what we're looking for is I'm going to do -I, which means it should be case insensitive. Yeah, so there you go. There's our 4 income groups. Okay. So what we do is, I did a simple 4xn. Well, first thing I did, I took this right here, for instance, and I said, you know what? Let's create a lookup table. There that is again. So now we come over here and we say for xn backtick, I think it's a backtick, cat. Okay, and do we want to do a grep? Is that right? Let's see. Is that how I did this last night? Grep child mortality. We came over here and we said $x.csv, right? Let's see if we recreated these. April the 3rd. Yep, so you can see we just, using that simple formula, we were able to go back and recreate the groups. And I'm going to say that that little trick there is probably my favorite Unix shell script of all times. Okay, because I first used it over 25 years ago, trying to create a tape log, a backup tape log. And I've used it constantly. I just used it again. I use it all the time for this type of stuff. All right. But anyway, so now we got our stuff here. So then we come over here. We're going to say CP. I don't know what it is. Let's do this. So let's say CP modal age. Income. Okay. Let's open up a second terminal also, so we can because we'll come over here now. Income brackets. And what we're going to do is we're going to plot and yes, I do in fact have so there's our income groups again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's just You know, I'm slowly becoming a Emacs guy. You know, back in the day, back in the heyday of my Linux administration, Unix administration, I was pretty much a straight Vim guy. Okay, but since I made a decision to start using Emacs for this to be a little different. Yeah, I've really begun to like it because of why? Because of things like CVS mode, and also the gnuplot mode and so forth and stuff like that. Okay, we'll come down here. Let's start by comparing the low and the upper income. Okay. I don't know if that time's going to be right there or not, but we'll see. We'll start here with the low income. All right, come over here. And high income be the other one. The first question is which. I'm thinking, well, it should be the same columns, right? Let's see, high income. Let's change this to low and high income bracket. All right. We'll see if this actually gives us anything. Okay. Let's just see what happens here. Holy smoke. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I would not have expected this. Am I labeling these things right? No, I'm not. That would explain. Okay. Okay. That makes. I was like, how in the heck could the low income have a lower mortality rate than the upper income? Look at this. The low income, the low income group still has a mortality rate of about 7% compared to less than ones for the high income. Okay. Let's do this. Let's comma backslash. So we did low and high. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I had 5. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can do that. We could come up here. And it should be meta what? Edit copies meta W. Then come down here and do it. And we'll say the first two is high. Then we'll say lower middle. So they'll come over here, forward, 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 forward. So what is it to go to the end of a line? Lower middle. This is going to turn into a pretty doggone short session, isn't it? Since we almost got it the way we want to. Let me just check. Let's just check the movement sheet here. Regular expressions, info. Motion. What? How do we do? Let's see. Entity, move over, forward, backwards. Character, word. Meta B and meta F. Meta B and meta F. So we come over here and say meta and meta F. Okay, so the last one doesn't need anything. What we need to do is so we're still missing one. We got the lower. That says upper middle, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Got the lower. We got the high. And we got the upper middle. What are we missing here? why are we only seeing? Interesting. Let's go over here. It's probably the extra space there. Here we go. So why does it extend out to 2025? That's what I don't understand. So that works okay. Let's come over here. Meta W. Of course, I'll be happy. Let's see. Let's try something different. Let's do this. Let's close this. Control X, F. Let's see. So here's the question. What is the date range that we're looking at here? Is it F3? F3? So they're saying to 21. Okay, so the income brackets ran from when? Let's do this. $19.90. Is that what it was? 2021? Yes, okay, good. Well, the good news is that all the other brackets above the high income have seen some decline. Now, what's probably most interesting is the biggest decline was among the low income. Interesting. It went from say 19 to about 7. Interesting. Okay, so we got that. Now let's close this. Close, let's do XF. Let's see, once again, it is income, it is what? nice. Very nice. Interesting, but we only see three things. Okay, good. So we can do this. We can close this. Come back up here then. Let's do this. You know, we could just go with the what's the one? That's interesting. What does it say? Did we mess up something here? Good grief. Not quite sure why that happened, but that's okay. So that'll be good enough. We could make the lines. Or not. So let's come up here then. We'll say set. Create the much better. In order to fill them, we'd probably have to go with a, some sort of transparency. So we'll just leave it like this. Again, I mean, the interesting thing about it is that the group that is seeing the biggest drop in child mortality has been well, it's been the lower income with the student. Of course, you also had the most ground to make up. Of course, upper income continues to have the lowest rate. Uh, and there was no middle income, right? Let's make sure of that. Excellent. Let's go ahead. Take a screenshot here. There we go. And we'll try one more thing. Against my better judgment, we'll try one more thing. We'll try to let's get rid of that thing right there. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Let's just go over here then. All right. I'm just trying to do the quick stats for you here. And here's our stats. Very good. Okay. A single block. Good. Let's see. Skewness 22. Katosa. Let's see. Minimum is 6.7. This is for the world. Maximum is 18. Good grief. Quantile ranges from median is 11%. First quartile is 8. So there's a difference of about 7. We have a real valued distribution, a random variable. It tells us how sharply peaked the flat distribution is. Of 1.6 indicates that the distribution has a positive excess katosa. Excess katosa is a katosa minus 3. So in this case, excess katosa would be approximately minus 1.9. Positive katosa interesting. I wonder if we can. I'm gonna hate myself for this. We said what? 2020. You know what? Let's just call it an evening right here. A very productive evening, I would say. We got our stats and we got our and we got our plot of all 4 income groups plotted today. Okay. So thanks so much for your time. Well, before I let you go, I just want to mention one more thing. That is Dave's Analytic blog. This is my blog, which is dedicated to it's dedicated to gnuplot, and also is dedicated to these bigger world issues like child mortality and things like that. And also, for instance, it covers things like the day of the year when the cherry blossoms in Japan are peaked. It has another plot, for instance, that shows this may be a surprise to you. I'll give you one guess. Including the U.S., what is the leading cause of death? Okay, the leading cause of death. This is the cherry blossoms here. You can see, beginning about 1900, the day into the year when the cherry blossoms would peak, has fallen dramatically from almost 110 down to around 94. So now the question again is, what is the leading cause of death, including the U.S.? And the answer, of course, is cardiovascular disease. But what is the leading cause of death worldwide if we take the U.S. out of the picture? Now this may be a surprise. The answer is lower respiratory failure. Okay. And so there you have it, folks. This is a data visualization plot. Again, it's all about GNU. So go to tumblr.com, sign up for a free account. Go to Dave's Analytic.blog. There's also a link in the description. Click the follow button at the top right corner for me. Okay. Again, thanks so much for your time this evening. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button for me also. We'll see you Monday morning at midnight, okay?